Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rachel here, and we are just going to work on these. Oh, look at that nice paper in there. These journal covers. So I don't know what style of journal I'm going to put in them yet. You know, which of my papers. I've done some printing. It's a nice piece. And so we're just going to, they're in quite good condition, so we're just going to work on the inside and then maybe do something to the cover if I feel inspired. So you see I'm taking off the inside papers. Take it off here as well. This one is a slightly bigger format. And then what I do is just get the books and trim along there because we don't want that. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to publish this video. It's a couple of days before Christmas now. I don't know whether I'll do it on maybe I'll publish it Christmas Eve. How about that? So I wish you all a Merry Christmas now. There's no need to, you know, well, lots of you have already said Merry Christmas, so you don't need to say it again. But yeah, I just wanted to get cracking, maybe take advantage of the pause in projects to get started on some new journals for some ladies in my list. I need to trim that off. Okay, that's that one. Now this one here. And you know, some people get really, like people who worked in libraries or writers don't enjoy seeing the book breaking process. If you like the book, altering, I have a different view on it because I feel like if they are going to go into landfill or they're just going to sit and collect dust and nobody's ever going to look at them, especially considering that a lot of these are just one, I already cleaned this one of multiple tomes, so they're not even complete. I have no issue with it. So, you know, we each need to do what we feel is right. I feel a bit of grime on there, so I'm going to wipe that off. I feel like if you're going to alter it and it's going to be enjoyed and the papers are going to be used, then good. Just going to give that, I'm just giving that a little clean. So just going to let that dry off. This one feels all right. Right. So if anything's coming up here, you want to or take it off or glue it. I am just literally going to put this tape. It's not super strong tape, but I'm just putting it there as an extra. I'm going to actually be gluing fabric there anyway, so it's not going to have any issues that I can think of, but this is just extra strength. So I put a little bit there and then a little bit here, and I'll do that on all of them. I might glue it there first. It doesn't matter if it's crooked, actually. I don't want any lumps though. And I don't need to rebuild these spines or anything because they're already intact, so that's good. That does make my life a little bit harder with the decorating on the front because particularly this, oh no, that one's not so overly exciting, that spine. It's leather, so I won't have any issues doing some work on there, but this one has a beautiful one, so I'll show you that in a minute. And this one is totally, no, that one's nice. I thought that was a fabric one. So this is a curved spine, so I'll have to do, with this one, I will do a floating spine. So we'll prepare that. A floating signature, sorry. Yeah, floating spine, I think you call it. Having a blank because I haven't done anything on video for a while. So I'll put that there. It is super warm here. It's 20 degrees. Like, when has it ever been 20 degrees in Italy? 20 degrees Celsius before Christmas. I mean, it's like, in fact, I'm feeling hot. I just have to take my jumper off. There we go. when has it ever been that at Christmas time? Honestly, we usually have, you know, low temperature, like 0, minus in the morning, maybe 2 during the day. It's like Sydney winter. Sydney, California probably too. Winter's probably like that. Okay, so that's that. I've got to do the other one. Okay. Next. I might actually just attach it there, and I think it's easier to then push it down into the spine. These scissors are not doing a great job with this. Down into there and then down onto there. Now I won't get them all done, but you'll get the idea. I generally work on 3 at a time, which is probably why they take me so long to do. Something to be said for that, because then you've got to have pockets for 3, stuff to fill them for 3. Everything is times 3. Three is my number. Okay. Now, my next job is I need to decide. I'm going to do this cover after. My next job is to decide what do I want to put in here. And I'll normally put something nice in there, like these books don't have any pages as such, but I might put like a nice piece of Florentine. That's not big enough. I need to see if I've got some bigger Florentine paper. And I'll put one at the back is where I'll put it. So let's see what longer pieces, if I have any. I might have to get some. They might all be smaller pieces. What colour is my book? Oh, well, it doesn't matter if it's shorter. I'll put something else at the bottom. That's what I normally do. See, I can't even remember what I do. Excuse me, tickling my throat. I think this one would be nice, but I don't know that that's going to be big enough, but we'll see. Let's see how we go. Well, that will do. Because we've just come off Christmas, I don't really feel like putting red or green. I have plenty of that one. Okay, I think, oh, and I have this one. See which one I prefer. Those are a bit narrow. Okay. So let's have a look. I could also put scrapbooking paper in, but I seem to forget about my scrapbooking paper. So that, I'm going to have fabric, so I don't really, I think I'm going to put that one there. I don't need to worry too much. Let's flip it over and put a marking on there and trim it. I don't need to worry about its width. The height, it's a little bit, it's not tall enough, but I'll put a nice piece of old paper down there. That's what I usually do. So let's trim this. Okay, so that's going to go there. So what I'll do first is just prepare the paper for, I think that's going to be really nice there. I'm going to put something down there. So that one's already the right size. And then here, in this one I definitely need the wider. And I'm definitely going to have to attach. Let's see this one. I think this is better because it's longer. So that's going to attach there, and then I'll put something across there. So let's do that first. So I don't need to do any more cutting, but I do need glue paper. I'm going to grab my Giotto glue stick and I'm going to smoosh a lot of that on here. So any decorative paper that you might have will be good. Actually, I'll put the video on. I know I've got a bit of time because we have to go out and see our friends and I've got to wrap their presents. I forgot about that. I just had a flash. So I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season, whether you celebrate or not. You still, a lot of places still have holidays and stuff like that. So I hope you have a great time. That over there. This is already sticky, so I just put that aside. I'll use that again, or I use it to back, you know, journal cards and things to strengthen them. So we'll just grab this one. Maybe I'll go that way. So then I can do, on the other half, I can do the other piece. Now I put plenty of glue. You can use a wet glue, but you'd have to be careful not to put too much wet glue because otherwise the paper will crinkle. I could grab my bone folder. I don't know where that is. Oh, can't see it anywhere. Oh, that's the one for the tags. Let's just grab this one. Just flatten it out a little bit. Okay. Now you'll think I'm totally weird because I haven't covered up the whole thing, but you'll see. I mean, you've seen me do it before. Okay. Right, for my next job, I need to grab some old paper, and I just wanted one that was a bit damp torn, so I could just use that to get my bit. So these are a bit damaged, just a bit. So I just wanted a piece. I want to tear it. Let's just grab the ruler and rip it so I don't have to fish for my cutter. Quite like that side as well. Okay, and we won't do that side yet. I'll tear a bit more off just so I can use that in my collaging. And Oh, I love that. Oops, I didn't stick that down properly. That's okay. We'll fix that in a second. Where's my card? Oh, where did I put it? Oh, dear. Oh, here's a bone folder. We'll use that. Okay, that's that one. Love the look of that. And then I'm going to do it again on the other one. I'm just going to take a bit off there. Again, enough that I can use that for somewhere else. And then here I need to hand tear a bit further up because it's a bigger gap. And this one I'm going to take this edge off. Oh, there it is. It was stuck to my glue book. I wanted that to go that way. Okay, so my next thing I like to do is, I'll need that in a second. Let's see what I have here. If there's anything, I like to sometimes put one of these dirty fingers. Yeah, let's have a look at these. Tear that one down. No, actually I might cut it. So let's put some markings. Let's do that first. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it the other way. We'll see. The other way I might, no, it's not going to fit in there, so I'll have to tear it the other way. Actually, I'm going to tear a bit more off than I need to and slide it over a bit because I will cover it, yes, with the fabric. So what I'm going to do here is, rather than get more glue paper, I'm going to glue stick in the middle and then wet glue around the edges, just so I don't get glue all over my mat. Here it is. Okay. So I have some covers that have been like also eaten by worms. What I would do there, because you'd be able to feel all the tracks under the paper, I would actually with those probably put a lovely cardstock that I have. So that bit is done. That now needs the fabric, but this is going to have a floating spine, so I may come back and do that. I need to glue some straw paper to fabric, and then I'll have to put together all of my papers, but I'll prepare the fabric with the paper, but I won't be able to glue it on because I need to wait till I get my signatures prepared. So let's look at this one. Now this one's a bit smaller, quite a bit smaller, so if I don't have anything here, like I think I would need to rip too much off this one. I'm going to have to rip off too much of those, so I may not use them. That one might be good. I think that one's going to be all ripped off too. Let's see. No, it's not a little bit. I'll lose a little bit. So let's just tear this. I'll put the markings there and trim that. Okay. Let's see if this one I can. Or I can just fit it maybe, or just. Okay, so that's going to glue on there. A little bit will be covered when I glue the fabric there. Okay, so this one I'm actually going to do the hidden spine, but it's going to be glued into the spine because it's nice and flat, so I can do that really easily. I'll just try to make sure I get glue everywhere. I'm going to get air pockets. So again, yes, there too, I have to create my paper with the fabric, and then we'll have to do the pages first. So that won't happen until another video. Because they've got nice leather spines, I'm not stitching right into the spine. Okay, so that one's ready to go. I love that. And then we need to choose, see if there's something here, otherwise I'll have to choose something else. I could put something like that there, but let's just see. One that I can tear down quite small. That one would work. This one is too long. That one's too long. Oh, this one. This one's going to be good. Let's try that. Do that first. I want to keep it over here further, so that way, because that there is going to be covered by fabric. Okay, good. Make sure I've got glue everywhere. Okay, and that is that one. See the nice spine? So I now need to prepare my straw paper. I'm just going to put a crease in it there. It's going to be covered with fabric, so I'm not too concerned about it. And then I need to fold it up and crease it there and tear that off. So that's for that one. So I go quite wide because it's the more I feel like you have glued on, the stronger it will be. this one. This one's slightly bigger. So I need this piece here. You can see how sometimes the straw paper can vary. This one is not as golden as the other one, and different texture. Okay, so now we need a fabric. I love this fabric that Wendy gave me. Which one will I put that one on? I know it goes with that one, but it's a bit matchy-matchy. I might put it on this one. I don't want to be matchy-matchy. So all I do here is get my glue paper. And this time I put PVA glue because I want it to, I'll just show you one. I want it to, you know, stick. I mean, the glue stick will, but I want it to be extra strong because this is where my pages are going to be stitched into. So I want to put enough on, but not too much. Does that make sense? I'll just use my finger and spread it out, especially out to the edges. When you're gluing fabric, you don't want big blobs like that. You want it to be more evened out, so there's less oozing happening. I really like doing this, like with, you know, spreading it with my finger, but the only thing is I don't like having the sticky finger afterwards. Okay, so just grab this, move your paper out of the way. It's a sticky business. Get your fabric. I won't be doing any tearing because I'm just going to glue it on and then I'll cut it with my scissors. But that way you don't have to do any measuring. We've done enough measuring. Grab my fabric scissors. Okay. So we'll let that dry, and then in the next video I'll put its measurements on, or I'll put them on and show you, and we'll do the outside of the covers. See, and that will glue. I love that. That will glue here with the pages attached, and it will hold your signatures. So that's that one. Let's choose a fabric for this one. Sometimes I like to use, quite often I like to use ticking. However, I think I might go, see what I've got here. Don't know if I've got any big pieces in here. Not big enough anyway. No, I don't. I think I'd like a red ticking with that one. And no, I'm not doing Christmas, but red, I think red goes really well because there's flecks of red in the cover. And yeah, it's a beautiful cover. I think it was a book that had, if I remember correctly, these books, the pages had Where's my thing? Oh, here. The pages had worm damage. But it hadn't quite gotten to the cover. But not like a lot of worm damage, just a little bit. I think I put too much. Doesn't really matter. This glue doesn't seem to ooze as much as other glues that are more runny. This one's quite creamy. It's thick. When I say creamy, I mean it's thick. Okay, move this out of the way because it's very sticky. It doesn't really matter which end. Now that extra bit up there, I might leave that and cut about the same, and then I'll see if I want to trim it down afterward when I put it in the book. Okay, there's now a lot of glue on there, so we'll just close that, and then this one I need to choose. I don't want to do the red ticking, I don't think. It's a bit bright, that one. This is a super old one, and it's really, it's very thick. It's quite hard to stitch through, so I think, oh, it's very grungy. Came off a bed somewhere, but I am going to glue this onto there. So let me grab another piece of glue paper. I think we're going to have to do the covers in the next video. You know, the exterior of the covers, because this has taken a long time. Okay. Right. Boy, is this a grungy piece of fabric. On the wrong side. The other side's nice and clean. I'm going to trim that bit off actually because it's lumpy. It's got a seam on it. Like, you know, it's got some sort of stitching so it doesn't fray. And that would be bothersome in a journal. Okay. Hold that afterwards. So that one is going to go in here. And again, this one I'm going to glue into the spine, but I have to put my pages in. The same with this one. It's going to be glued right in there. And then this one is going to not actually be glued here, but just there and there. It's going to glue. And then it'll be floating, so there'll be a gap in there. So you have to put lots of glue. So that is my video. We're starting to prepare 3 old book covers or journal covers for journals. And I hope you all have a wonderful festive period, and I will see you again soon. Bye.